10. Who would build a statue to Satan? Well, turns out a group of atheists wants to do exactly that. Shannon Sims is covering the controversy for us tonight. Shannon.
Well, Mike, the statue would be built in Oklahoma City, but there are some people here in Milwaukee who are raising money and awareness for the cause. I spoke with one of them tonight.
Lucifer, the Prince of Darkness, is an image that many Satanists revere. The Satanic Temple, based in New York, now wants to build a 7-foot monument of Satan outside the state capitol building in Oklahoma City.
And have the throne where children can sit on and get their picture taken with it.
Brian Warner, who claims to be a Satanic high priest living in Milwaukee, says the statue would be built next to an existing monument of the 10 Commandments.
The right-wing religious majority think that they have the right to impose their belief system on everybody. The fact of the matter is, this is not a Christian country. This is a multiculturalistic society that thrives itself on plurality.
And Warner says raising the $20,000 needed has not been an issue.
And we had somebody give $1,000.
But there's division within the Satanic movement. A post on the Church of Satan website denounced the monument, saying it would make a mockery of Satanism. But that's not stopping the group from forging ahead, even though their plan may be challenged in court.
It could even potentially get pushed to the point of the Supreme Court, which I would love to see happen, because in my opinion, freedom of religion still means any religion. It doesn't say freedom of religion as long as it's a sect of Christianity.
The Satanic Temple, based in New York, says that they are now waiting for the green light from the Historical Preservation Society in Oklahoma City to move forward with their plan. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Shannon Sims, today's TMJ4.
All right, thank you, Shannon.
A few weeks ago, a New York-based satanic group wants to put a Satan statue on the grounds of the Oklahoma State Capitol, and it has now unveiled drawings of the proposal. So here it is. The statue features a bearded, goat-headed demon sitting on a throne with smiling kids next to it. The Satanic Temple insists it should be allowed to stand next to the 10 Commandments monument that's been at the Oklahoma State Capitol since 2012. David Silverman is the president of the American Atheists, Bill Donahue, the president of the Catholic League, and Rabbi Shmuley Botek is the founder of This World, the Values Network. Rabbi, we should have sat you in between Bill and David today. I think they may go at it, but I know you have a strong spirit, and I'm going to start with you on what some people deem as a ridiculous move by this satanic group to put up this monument. Your thoughts?
First of all, what did goats ever do? I don't know why they're having to suffer. There have been many statues of Satan. This is nothing new. We've had statues of Mao Zedong, of Stalin, all these devils who were guilty of genocide, tens of millions of people. If these Satan worshippers want to take their statue to the logical conclusion, let them make it a real Satan statue. There should be child sacrifice. There should be people being disemboweled. They should show what evil is. And that would actually highlight what religion is, the 10 Commandments, which is don't steal, don't be envious, don't covet. In fact, the 10 Commandments, I'm so weirded out by why atheists have a problem with it. Well, only 3 out of the 10 you have an objection to. Surely you believe that people shouldn't commit adultery, Dave. You believe that people should have a day off, like a Sabbath with the family. You believe that we shouldn't be jealous and envious.
Well, let's find out. David, do you?
Shmuley, the first commandment is, I am the Lord thy God, thou shalt have no other gods before me. In context, the penalty for disobeying that commandment is death by stoning. It's hate speech.
What about the other 7? Are you okay with the other 7?
I am let me finish. Let me finish. No graven images. He won't have that. But that's the penalty for that.
No, you need to know the 10 Commandments.
Bill, you're being blamed without saying anything.
You have a problem with stealing.
Number 3.
You have a problem with stealing?
Stealing isn't original to the 10 Commandments. Neither is murder.
What are you talking about? Exodus. Sorry. Listen, the one thing I do know is the Bible a little bit.
So you don't know that the Bible did steal most of those things. Yes, I will.
The rabbi brings up a great point about why you would be against any of them. But let's get back to this satanic thing. Bill, is this a total affront in the face of Christianity to put up this bearded goat with, by the way, smiling kids? And just for your own fun as well, it has a functional purpose. Apparently you can sit on this particular thing and look up into the face of the bearded goat.
Well, look, it's not a matter of opinion. The people behind this, the proponents, will admit what their purpose is anyhow. Look, my religion, Christianity, is about love. This is about evil, okay? They don't deny it. And so if you take a look at the great heroes of Satanism, you look at Charles Manson, the mass murderer, who said, I am the devil. Adam Lanza, who killed those 20 innocent kids in Newtown, said that he was also the devil. Jimmy Savile, the BBC child rapist, said that he was the devil, had his black masses, so to speak. So I think what the Catholic schools should do, I'd also recommend it for the public schools, but in the Catholic schools, they should teach Satanism. And they should go through Manson and Lanza and Jimmy Savile and others and say, this is exactly what you get once you follow this philosophy.
But David, is this the response to the ability of being able to have free speech? The 10 Commandments went up. So would you agree that they should be able to put this up there?
I'm sorry, but that's exactly what it has to be. Every religion wants to be special, and none of them are. In this country, the religious freedom in this country guarantees equality. Whatever the Christians can do, the Jews can do, the atheists can do, the Satanists can do, it's all, you know, all that religion stuff is bunk to me, but at least it's equal.
So you don't have a problem with that being up there?
This is a democracy. How many people are Satanists versus believers in God? You don't believe in democracy anymore. The fact is, 90% of Americans believe in God. You may have a problem with that, but maybe 2 people believe in this ridiculous goat-headed Satan thing.
That doesn't matter.
Okay, soon we'll have monuments to the Tooth Fairy. Listen, if modern atheism has been reduced to this level of intellectual debate, there's no wonder why atheism is receding.
So you agree that
this is not atheism, this is Satanism.
David, I want to get a yes or no, though.
Yes.
Do you agree that this particular statue should go up?
It should go up, and it should be exactly the same size and weight as the 10 Commandments that are up there.
I just wanted to be clear that you agree that it should go up. I want to move on to this. Senator Bernie Sanders has now said that the Pope is on the Democrat side of things. So, Bill, since you're the Catholic here, let me start with you on this. Should the senator be saying that the Pope is on anybody's political side?
Well, I have no problem. Look, he's Jewish. He's meant this in jest, and I think he meant it as a compliment. The problem I have is not with Sanders. I have a problem with my own people. 2 Irish Catholics in particular who are out in front on this. Durbin from Illinois and Leahy from Vermont. These are people who like to cherry pick what the Catholic Church teaches. When it comes to abortion, they think the Pope is wrong. All of a sudden, when it comes to income inequality, they think the Pope is right. I can't stand this bald-faced hypocrisy. Sanders is okay in my book, but not Durbin and Leahy.
David?
Well, when it comes down to it, Sanders is right. If the Pope wants to address poverty, if the Pope wants to address income inequality, he's not going to find many friends among the people who want to resist raising the minimum wage or to reduce unemployment insurance.
But then how do you explain that Republicans, in all the studies, typically give more money to church and give more of their money away than Democrats do, Rabbi?
Well, let's take it even further, beyond just that. The Pope is a man who walks the walk. You may agree with his view of economics, disagree, but this is a man who has eschewed the apostolic palaces. He wants to reduce the size of his entourages. When we see the imperial presidency and with President Obama or any president driving around with 3,000 cars that close down whole cities, when we see senators giving up 50, 60 staffers and their special health plans while they speak about income inequality, I mean, these are guys who suck out a lot of money from the government for things that they could actually eschew. This Pope has been a model of actually walking the walk.
Yeah.
Whether you agree or disagree, the fact is that he does what he says. And lawmakers want to endorse him, need to do the same.
Supposedly, I mean, we're holding out hope. We're holding out hope.
If only the Catholics would get their act together.
And if everybody would just let each other do what they want to do and not get in each other's face, we would have a better
They're
country.
ending on a good note. Surprise, surprise. Gentlemen, we'll see you again next week. Thanks so much.